Well, it starts as a family tradition. My father went to Calvin, and he went there during the Depression, so it shows how important education was to our family. And his twin brother went to Calvin, and his younger brother and younger sister also went to Calvin. So it's a deep tradition within our family. I knew early on that I wanted to do something in journalism and probably in broadcasting. I did my graduate work at Rutgers University, combining my interests in urban issues and in communications. After graduating from Rutgers, I joined the staff of Rutgers University and helped to build the first public radio station based in New Jersey that covered the New Jersey, New York metropolitan area. From there, I went to become the chief the chief operating officer, and for about a year, the acting president of PBS, the Public Broadcasting System. While I was there as the chief operating officer, we had several times when public funding was threatened, and it was one of my tasks to oversee our lobbyists, and it was always fun to go up on the Hill with Mr. Rogers and have him talk to congressmen. And Mr. Rogers was in person exactly like you see him on television, and he would say to a congressman, "Mr. Congressman, have you been doing good work?" And the congressman, who probably grew up watching Mr. Rogers, would say, "Yes, Mr. Rogers, I've been trying to do my best." And it was always a fun experience. And the other, of course, was accompanying Big Bird up on Capitol Hill. Was always a lot of fun too. So after PBS, I wanted to do something in the internet, and the opportunity came along to be the second president to follow the founder of GuideStar. GuideStar is the largest source of information on the 1.8 million nonprofits in the United States. And then I was asked by a group of foundations if I would become the inaugural president of the Center for Disaster Philanthropy, where I serve right now. So we help primarily foundations and corporations and institutional donors make more strategic, more intentional contributions around disasters. So I've always been committed to public service, to trying to help others, to making this a better world. And I think Calvin had a lot to do with me gaining skills, gaining education that I could apply. In my work in public broadcasting, I was trying to harness the awesome power of television for education. In my work with GuideStar, I was trying to help donors make better decisions about the nonprofit world, but also to help them gain more confidence in high-performing nonprofit organizations that had impact. In my work with the Center for Disaster Philanthropy, I'm helping vulnerable populations, those least able to bounce back from a disaster, and helping them at the time they need it the most, 6 months, a year, 2 years after the disaster occurs. It's both the practical aspects of doing something today, but then also developing the broader theories and the construct that can make something like this work. You know, it's easy to have great ideas. Implementing them is a much bigger challenge. So in all of these jobs, I was trying to be entrepreneurial. But at the same time, trying to make an impact that ultimately provided service to the public.